capable of. I know what you're able to do, but I know that I can match you up, and I know that I can one-up you. That, of course, you already knew that. I'll see you guys this Sunday.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct.
Yes.
And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
Howdy folks, it's the Cowpoke here, and I'm gonna cut straight to the chase. All summer long, Mad Dog Myers, you've been a pain in the keister for Cowpoke Paul. But October 15th, that's all gonna change because Mad Dog, we're squaring off once again. But if we're gonna do it, I say we do it right, and we make it a bull rope match. Mad Dog, it all comes down to this. October 15th, Bishop Donahue, McMecken, West Virginia. We're gonna go to the farm, baby. Yeah!
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Damas y caballeros, this is former WWE superstar and your very favorite personal ring announcer, Ricardo Rodriguez. I am beyond excited that this Sunday, Ricardo Rodriguez will be making his debut at Victory Championship Wrestling. I am excited because this will be the first time that I get to be in front of you guys. Not only that, I will be encountering and battling and facing and staring across the ring against somebody that I have known for a while, but I've only met in the ring twice. Facade, I am excited because I know what you're capable of. I know what you're able to do, but I know that I can match you up, and I know that I can one-up you. That, of course, you already knew that. I'll see you guys this Sunday.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct.
Yes.
And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
Howdy folks, it's the Cowpoke here, and I'm gonna cut straight to the chase. All summer long, Mad Dog Myers, you've been a pain in the keister for Cowpoke Paul. But October 15th, that's all gonna change because Mad Dog, we're squaring off once again. But if we're gonna do it, I say we do it right, and we make it a bull rope match. Mad Dog, it all comes down to this. October 15th, Bishop Donahue, McMecken, West Virginia. We're gonna go to the farm, baby. Yeah!
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Damas y caballeros, this is former WWE superstar and your very favorite personal ring announcer, Ricardo Rodriguez. I am beyond excited that this Sunday, Ricardo Rodriguez will be making his debut at Victory Championship Wrestling. I am excited because this will be the first time that I get to be in front of you guys. Not only that, I will be encountering and battling and facing and staring across the ring against somebody that I have known for a while, but I've only met in the ring twice. Facade, I am excited because I know what you're capable of. I know what you're able to do, but I know that I can match you up, and I know that I can one-up you. That, of course, you already knew that. I'll see you guys this Sunday.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find that?
Yes,
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
that's right.
Woo-wee. Howdy, folks. It's the Cowpoke here, and I'm going to cut straight to the chase. All summer long, Mad Dog Myers, you've been a pain in the keister for Cowpoke Paul. But October 15th, that's all going to change because Mad Dog, we're squaring off once again. But if we're going to do it, I say we do it right, and we make it a bull rope match. Mad Dog, it all comes down to this. October 15th, Bishop Donahue, McMecken, West Virginia. We're gonna go to the farm, baby. Yeah!
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Damas y caballeros, this is former WWE superstar and your very favorite personal ring announcer, Ricardo Rodriguez. I am beyond excited that this Sunday, Ricardo Rodriguez will be making his debut at Victory Championship Wrestling. I am excited because this will be the first time that I get to be in front of you guys. Not only that, I will be encountering and battling and facing and staring across the ring against somebody that I have known for a while, but I've only met in the ring twice. Facade, I am excited because I know what you're capable of. I know what you're able to do. But I know that I can match you up, and I know that I can one-up you. That, of course, you already knew that. I'll see you guys this Sunday.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find that?
Yes,
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
that's right.
Woo-wee. Howdy, folks. It's the Cowpoke here, and I'm going to cut straight to the chase. All summer long, Mad Dog Myers, you've been a pain in the keister for Cowpoke Paul. But October 15th, that's all going to change because Mad Dog, we're squaring off once again. But if we're going to do it, I say we do it right, and we make it a bull rope match. Mad Dog, it all comes down to this. October 15th, Bishop Donahue, McMecken, West Virginia. We're gonna go to the farm, baby. Yeah!
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Damas y caballeros, this is former WWE superstar and your very favorite personal ring announcer, Ricardo Rodriguez. I am beyond excited that this Sunday, Ricardo Rodriguez will be making his debut at Victory Championship Wrestling. I am excited because this will be the first time that I get to be in front of you guys. Not only that, I will be encountering and battling and facing and staring across the ring against somebody that I have known for a while, but I've only met in the ring twice. Facade, I am excited because I know what you're capable of. I know what you're able to do. But I know that I can match you up, and I know that I can one-up you. That, of course, you already knew that. I'll see you guys this Sunday.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find that?
Yes,
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
that's right.
Howdy, folks. It's the Cowpoke here, and I'm going to cut straight to the chase. All summer long, Mad Dog Myers, you've been a pain in the keister for Cowpoke Paul. But October 15th, that's all going to change because Mad Dog, we're squaring off once again. But if we're going to do it, I say we do it right, and we make it a bull rope match. Mad Dog, it all comes down to this. October 15th, Bishop Donahue, McMecken, West Virginia. We're going to go to the farm, baby. Yeah.
For VCW presents Go Big or Go Home. Hi, Mary Peyton, thank you so much for joining us. Before we get underway with the main card, we got some pre-show matches for all you to warm you all up. How about you? What do you guys say about that, huh? This first match is a singles match and it is scheduled for one fall.
Thank you for joining us for the pre-show matches here for Victory Championship Wrestling. Go big or go home.
Introducing first, hailing from Iran, he weighs in tonight at 210 pounds, Zakar Shaw.
This is Jason Heat alongside Jim LaMotta. We are going to go live on IndyWrestling.network with our full VCW Go Big or Go Home card. Please make sure to join us. Use the hashtag VCW Go Big. Welcome back to the booth, Jim.
Jason, great to be here with you this afternoon in McMecken, West Virginia. Go big or go home. The biggest event in VCW history, and we are going big, brother.
He is hailing from Paris, France, weighing tonight at 210 pounds, John Paul Lemire.
International flavor here at VCW Go Big or Go Home. Jean-Paul Le Miserable from France. Zakar Shaw making his way from Tehran, Iran. This is a big debut for Zakar Shaw. I'm very familiar with his work. He is actually here chasing down the Beastman. The two of them had a feud elsewhere in West Virginia, and he has said he has come to VCW, to the Beastman's home turf, searching a one-on-one match with him in the future.
Interpromotional implications here, Jason. I'm going to tell you what, man. On an event like this, on a night like this, on an afternoon like this, you want to make an impression. This is a stage to do so, and La Miserable is certainly a very unique individual.
Few people are going to make an impression like the accomplished mime
there
from
you go.
Great Paris, and we are seeing a representative sample of his unconventional offense, building a wall between himself and the Exile Zakar Shaw.
I think he built a door. Swing and a miss.
And Zakar was able to sneak through that door. The Exile Zakar Shaw has been making waves in the Mid-Atlantic region, particularly in Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, now making his way here to McMecken, West Virginia.
And Jason, I'm sure you're well aware of this. That Iranian native, amateur wrestling is the national sport in Iran, so that's why you're seeing this very well-versed technical style. Well, that's a very technical style as well. That's the French version of amateur wrestling.
Drop toe hold now.
What a transition. Nicely done.
Usually it's Zakar Shaw that is particularly miserable. He grew up in Tehran, Iran. He said that professional wrestling was his American dream, and it has let him down in the reality. But he is going up against a man who is professionally miserable in John Paul.
It's quite literally his namesake here, going for that slam. The bigger athlete put on the brakes and lowered the boom that time. The head bouncing off the canvas like a basketball.
Two very different approaches to professional wrestling here on display on the pre-show.
Is Zakar a very physical athlete?
Zakar's a very calculating, very tactical athlete.
He's all business inside those ring ropes, brother.
A lot
letting gravity do the work, hooks that leg.
Only
2.5.
A lot of wrestlers let their emotions rule them. Zakar Shaw, a rare example of someone who is often fueled by his anger. He has been harnessing it for years and uses professional wrestling as the opportunity to work through those aggression issues.
And he's doing it right now, taking it out on the pectoral muscles here. And mounted punches are not where you want to be, because when you elevate yourself, that gives you that extra leverage advantage to swing down for more momentum. Shoots him off here.
The Exile clearly not a fan of the performing arts. And John Paul working for it, lifting up the Exile, and instead Zakar, great leverage, getting a 2 count.
Working on the kneecap. That's very innovative and very effective. Neck snap.
That's that ferocity in the eyes right there.
Absolutely. The eyes are the window to the soul, and that's an angry man right there, brother.
Zakar Shaw feels let down. Thought that professional wrestling would be a space that would embrace him. Said he came here and he felt just as much an exile in professional wrestling as he has felt everywhere else in his young life.
Sends him off here, hits the buckle very, very hard, ricocheting on impact.
And John Paul didn't so much duck that clothesline as simply fell out of harm's way.
He may be on borrowed time here. Avoids the contact.
Sends Zakar Shaw through the ropes. Wild swing by Jean Paul. And right now the Exile taking control.
Going to take a risk here. Could be looking to end this one early. You want to send the message to the Beast Man. This is how you do it. But is he taking too much time?
And Jean Paul captures the Exile mid-air.
The straps are down.
And he is puffing up. It's like he's 2-3 size the body that he had moments before. This is a Popeye spinach kind of situation. And where before he was unable to hit the slam, now with that extra weight, that extra muscle, you see it almost circling around him like an aura.
That's one way to say it.
And I think we know what this is. This is the imaginary friend's elbow.
Well, you got a friend in me, Jason, because he's dropping that elbow right to the sternum. And the complexion of this matchup changing very, very quickly here.
That contact was eminently solid by Jean-Paul Le Miserable. And Zakar Shaw hates mimes. He just said it out there. He absolutely hates mimes. He hates the opera. He hates the theater. He's not a fan of culture.
He got him! That quick, that impactful, just 3 seconds.
Here's your winner, John Paul Le Miserable.
Zakar, as surprised as most of us, is that wily street performer getting a rousing ovation. I would say an upset win over Zakar Shaw.
The sleight of hand had the shoulders on the canvas for those critical 3 seconds. John Paul the Miserable making his mark here on Go Big or Go Home. But Jason, you know that we're just getting started.
We got a huge card coming up, some big debuts, grudge matches. Wilbur Whitlock and Patrick Hayes get to choose the opponents for each other as this feud between former friends reaches a fever pitch. It all goes down in just a few minutes on Go Big or Go Home. But we're going to take it now back to Eamon
How about we get underway with some more action, huh? This next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall.
Our first time seeing CFR here, the Wolf of War, looking to make an impression on the pre-show for Go Big or Go Home. Make
And
sure
as
to
you
use the
said,
hashtag
Jason,
VCW Go Big.
As you said, we are just getting started. If you're watching us here on our pre-show, if you're watching us here on YouTube, you make sure to jump over to IndyWrestling.network and join us for Go Big or Go Home when we go live on that platform. Lucha Libre Showcase, Ricardo Rodriguez against VCAD, a matchup that the pro wrestling pundits have been talking about for the past few months. We're going to see it all unfold.
It's the thrill of one more kill, the last one to fall. We'll never sacrifice their will. Don't ever look back on the world goes ahead. And here's the other. This is
These pre-show matches do have significant implications on Victory Championship Wrestling. We have seen wrestlers really stand out in these pre-show matches and make it onto the main roster, the main card, and Duzan setting the mood with his ring introduction.
I'm a little moved at this one, Jason.
Can Duzan soothe that Savage Wolf CFR? We're going to find out.
What we have here, Jason, you know this as well as anybody. We have two young lions in this industry that want to make their mark, that want that opportunity. This is the way you do that, one step at a time, a building block away to climb that ladder, and that's to your point. That's how critical this opportunity is, because someone is going to go home here very unhappy, very dissatisfied, and the winner will put themselves in the conversation of Victory Championship Wrestling.
To be fair, I think we have one lion and one wolf cub.
I see what you did there.
These two both looking to mark some territory here in McMecken, West Virginia.
And here this afternoon, you and I have been in this building for the past few hours. You can really feel the energy. Everyone a little on edge. Everyone knows what's on the line here tonight.
We're going to hear from the Origin, who currently control not only the tag team titles, but also the Victory Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. They hold all the gold in the company. Where do they and we go from here?
Nice agility there, lands on his feet. Deep arm drag.
Duzan almost welcoming CFR into that arm drag, and one good drag deserves another.
Nice agility. Look at the snap on the drop kick for extra impact. Shoulders down, 2.5.
Duzan right now really controlling the pace of this match, pressing the offense against CFR.
These cruiserweights are quick, brother.
Both of them seem to have equal speed, both of them very similar with regards to their body type and experience. We're going to see if there's any intangibles that help provide an advantage.
Nasty impact right there.
A necessary counter by CFR. Can he turn the tables?
CFR does not look like he's in McMecken to make any friends. And let's be honest here, in this business, it's not about friends. It's about the wins, the championships, and the opportunities.
Maybe a wolf, but not running with the pack. This is a lone wolf here. And my, how quickly the tables have turned for Duzan.
But we're going to see how this youngster weathers this adversity. You know, because you can fold like a house of cards, or you can push forward.
Well, and we were calling him a young lion, but really looking at his trunks, I'm more reminded of one of my favorite characters, perhaps an inspiration, the Wolverine. Can he channel that kind of ferocity against the wolf?
Big collision in the corner.
And now you see confidence, maybe bordering on arrogance in the face of CFR, going for a cover right now. Great positioning in the middle of the ring, but only two.
to your point, very wise ring positioning. That's a sign of a true pro to be aware of where you are inside that squared circle at all times. And he hooked the leg as well. Elementary, but very, very critical.
These two continuing their studies in professional wrestling, but there's no match for experience like being out in front of a live crowd fighting for your life, fighting for your spot here in a company that you want to make an impression on. We know that officials are looking on, but we're not sure what those officials are. Commissioner Nick West, unfortunately injured and will be out of action indefinitely here in VCW. We've been told we will be installing a new commissioner here at Go Big or Go Home. We're going to find out all about that when we go in to the show, and 2 count right now for CFR.
And Duzan, you can see the expression there. He is feeling the effects of this offensive assault from CFR.
It's hard to remember that at the beginning of this contest, Duzan had everything well in hand. Was really, truly in control of this match, and now the Wolf has come out of CFR.
And one thing that you love to see is the tenacity on display here. Really trying to fight for and to earn that spot. And that's why these opportunities are so valuable and so rare.
We're going to be starting the main card for Go Big or Go Home very shortly. Make sure if you have yet to join us on IndyWrestling.network, you do so. Duzan with that code breaker to CFR.
And we're at a pivotal point in this contest here, Jason.
It's not hyperbole to say this is the biggest show in VCW history, and that even comes off the heels of that epic 5-team ladder match that closed out our last event. You know, VCW, the entire roster, is looking to outdo itself today.
Perched up top here. Could be going for a highlight reel moment. There's the 450. He connects.
Almost shades of Rob Van Dam with that landing, but with a 450 instead of a frog splash, and it's academic. Duzan picks up the win.
Statement made for that young man.
Here's your winner, and Duzan.
Making a very strong impression. Whether a young lion, whether a Wolverine, the soothing sounds of this song can tame the savage beast of Duzan. I wonder if he's got dinner and a movie planned with someone later, because this is a song for someone getting ready for some wine and cheese.
I'll tell you what we got on tap, brother, in a few short minutes.
And the Wolf just pushed one of our officials. That is going to be a fine.
Not a way to ingratiate yourself to VCW.
Not at all.
We are just moments away from Go Big or Go Home kicking off here on IndyWrestling.network. If you're still listening to us on YouTube, what are you doing? Get over to the network so you can see Facade Ricardo Rodriguez, the Lucha Libre Spectacular, Danny Moe.
We know that both Congo Kong and Beastman will be in action.
Victory
All right,
Championship
before we
Wrestling.
continue on, there's a man who has purchased some time here on our pre-show and would like to send a message to everyone here in McMecken. Please welcome, at this time, D Sinclair.
Wait a minute here, Jason. I didn't know this wasn't on our schedule, but apparently St. Clair has bought himself some time here.
Well, the Sinclair's buying time is a shock for sure.
Sinclair, we've seen him with clients out here before. But what's his business here on this night, the biggest night? David's going to find out.
What do you have in store for everyone here tonight?
The last time you gave me this microphone, you mispronounced my name. And here you go doing it again. So allow me to do this myself. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is multi-million-dollar savant Mr. Sinclair. And who I am isn't nearly as important as why I'm here. I found this tiny little podunk town, this tiny little speck on a map, McMecken, West Virginia. Yeah, Boo McMecken, I really like that. This guy's got the idea. And apparently, this place has a wrestling promotion. You guys ever heard of it? VCW Wrestling? Maybe? Well, I've decided to invest in the future of VCW. We'll see if that pays off or not. But more importantly, I've invested in the future of professional wrestling. We hope. The VCW trainee program has 2 individuals that have caught my eye. The first, as soon as this school opens, it's day in, day out, minute in, minute out. He's the first to show up, the last man to leave. That man will get his credit when the time comes. More importantly, there's an individual that I would like to see in action tonight. A 6'5", 399-pound wrecking machine. That is a big boy. Who cares? So please allow me to introduce Justin Pizarski.
Mr. Sinclair introducing what he believes will be one of the future stars of professional wrestling, the super heavyweight Justin Pizarski.
Jason, I don't have to tell you, Sinclair has some deep pockets, and he didn't get those deep pockets by busting on his bets. If Sinclair is going to back this young man right here, there's definitely going to be some impact here on VCW.
Sinclair purchased this time specifically to give this young man and presumably his opponent some extra ring time, some opportunities in front of the live crowd and here on IndyWrestling.us. He sees big things. He's putting his own money on the line, and whatever we might feel about Sinclair, you got to appreciate someone who's willing to put his money where his mouth is.
I have a microphone, so I'm louder than each and every one of you.
Not exactly looking to make friends, is he?
Pizarski, I've set up a little tete-a-tete with you tonight just to watch you destroy another human being. So, I'm gonna let you do this one. You need some work.
Eamon does a fine job, I'll have you know.
And his opponent, from the long arch woods of Oregon, this is Lumberjack Larson.
An Oregonian.
As big as the trees he likes to chop down, Lumberjack Larson making his return here to VCW. And if you thought that Sinclair was trying to get a tune-up match for Justin Pizarski, that is not the case whatsoever.
Not against Larson. These are two big boys.
Yeah, big and bigger, and it is saying something. For that, Pizarski immediately on the attack.
Man, gonna let gravity do the work right there. Bottom drops out.
An incredible display of strength there by Pizarski, and it's a very tactical decision to go shock and awe, try and end this match as quickly as possible, and you are carrying that weight that Pizarski has. You got to use it as a weapon, but also cardio can sometimes be an issue. The quicker this match goes, the more it favors the larger man.
Absolutely, and he is a bowling ball physique, and I mean that in the most devastating sense possible.
Yeah, he can knock down all 10 pins and another on the turn. And unfortunately for Lumberjack Larson, he has not gotten out of the gates whatsoever in this match.
No water in the pool that time, and that was a critical juncture right there, because we may have been cleaning Larson off the mat with a squeegee had the big man connected on that elbow.
Can Larson take advantage? Can he chop down this super heavyweight?
And he's throwing those chops.
Trying to slice the meat off the bone like he was a butcher instead of a lumberjack, but to no avail with that attempt at the body slam.
Jason, I know you're very familiar. We can let our audience know here. The Portland native, the Pacific Northwest has a rich history of professional wrestling all the way back to the Don Owen era and whatnot. So certainly this young man has a extensive history to live up to, and he's going to try to do that here in McMecken.
Yeah, they also cut down a lot of trees there too.
15 minutes gone by.
Look out. Want to talk about gravity doing the work. And what? Now, come on here.
Sinclair looking to protect his investment.
That's
by
exactly right.
getting involved, not physically, but certainly nonetheless effective.
Just enough to make a difference.
Has not stopped the mighty Lumberjack from continuing the assault on Justin Pizarski.
Look out. There you go.
Here is your winner, Lumberjack Larson.
Hard to argue with Sinclair that Pizarski needs some more ring time after falling prey to that classic schoolboy roll-up. It's time to continue the studies. Justin Pizarski.
And schoolboy says that Pizarski needs another lesson. And this could be a rather short partnership.
Sinclair may want to rethink that investment. Pizarski's attitude is none to be appreciated.
Not exactly the afternoon that Sinclair was hoping for.
No, he paid for this humiliation. And now he is paying for it metaphorically in addition to the money out of his wallet. We are just moments away from Go Big or Go Home. Victory Championship Wrestling coming to you from McMecken, West Virginia. Our biggest show yet in our 2-year history. We have got Ricardo Rodriguez going up against VCAD in a huge special attraction match.
Jason, I got to tell you, I'm glad to be here with you. I've been looking forward to this event, this big-time spectacular here in McMecken for weeks.
We're going to see the return of Super Oprah, the debut of Congo Kong. The Beastman will be in action. Super Oprah going up against Danny Moe. Both of the Neon Blondes, Danny Moe and VCAD, will be wrestling today, not as a tag team. They will be in singles competition.
And let's not forget the Origin will have their fingerprints all over this afternoon.
It's a pick your poison challenge as Wilbur Whitlock and Patrick Hayes, former best friends, now the bitterest of foes, each get to decide who the other goes up against. Jim, do you have any thoughts on who Patrick Hayes or Wilbur Whitlock might choose?
I have to be honest with you, Jason. Patrick Hayes is as devious as they come. Whoever he has up his sleeve is going to be a big problem for Wilbur Whitlock.
Yeah, Patrick Hayes is as smart as he is pretty, and it's well known just how pretty Patrick Hayes is. That is a gorgeously masculine man. Lots of debuts, and of course the bull rope match as the Origins Mad Dog Myers going up once again against the leader of the Cowpoke Posse, Cowpoke Paul, but this time Paul is the one who has chosen the stipulation.
It is not often that you see a bull rope matchup in professional wrestling, and there is very good reason for that, because that bull rope shortens careers.
The resident brawler of the Origin, Mad Dog Myers, has been on an absolute tear here in VCW, and the question is, can the bull rope neutralize that chain that is ever present alongside Mad Dog Myers?
We're going to find out, Jason, because everyone on this card here this afternoon is going to go big or go home.